In this video, I'm going to talk about how to look better for women. Sharp came here coming at you with another video from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And P.S. and by the way, if this is your first time here and you like the video, subscribe, click the little bell below. That way, once I upload a new video, you won't miss out on all the fun. So this is a question that I got a couple of days ago. Someone wanted to know, hey, how do I instantly look good for a girl? How do I get a woman's attention within the first couple seconds? And a long time ago, man, I think this was like 25 years ago. I think I was in Hawaii. And I met a pimp at the time in Hawaii, man. And at the time, I didn't even know what a pimp was. I was in the Navy at the time. I never knew what a pimp was until I met this girl on the sidewalk. This woman on the sidewalk. And I'm so naive at the time. I'm thinking she's just like everybody else. I didn't know she was a prostitute. I could not tell the difference in Hawaii. And anybody that's been to Hawaii, you can co-sign this. You can't tell who's really who unless you've been to Hawaii before. At least I couldn't at the time. And I met this woman on the sidewalk at the time. She was walking just like I was walking. And she said she was working. So I said, what do you do? It's like, at first I said, where do you work? And what do you do? She's like, I'm working right now, right here. So I said, oh, okay, I got you. That's when I caught on. Then she said she has a pimp. That's what she works for. And then a couple minutes later, he pulled up in a car and he got out and I met the guy. And at that time, I had no clue what a pimp was, really. I had no concept. And, but when I look back at it now, I kind of laugh. But the reason why I tell this story, because at the time, he was telling me about Hawaii and how this town really operates, how people really get down. And he said something that was very important. He said, as far as getting people's attention, being attractive to women, he said if you pose in the right clothes, you get chose. That's exactly what he said, man. If you pose in the right clothes, you get chose. And I've never forgotten what he said, man. Because I kind of laughed it off after when I left. Because I talked to him for about an hour. We talked about life. He was a very smart guy, very intelligent guy. And when he said if you pose in the right clothes, you get chose, that was the last thing he said. And I started laughing and I walked off. But that was the only thing in that conversation that really stuck out. And I've never forgotten it. And then I actually tried to dress better. I started buying dress clothes. I started buying like suits and, all kinds of shoes, at the time. And I realized that every time I would dress versus wearing jeans or a t-shirt or a collared shirt, I always got a better response in dress clothes. If I'm wearing khakis or a collared shirt, I always got a better response wearing dress clothes versus wearing jeans and t-shirt. Always. I didn't understand why, but all I knew is it worked. And I didn't have to do a bunch of talking. Plus, being that I was in the Navy at the time, I didn't wear the uniform a lot. But I used to test this out. Because, we used to pull in these different countries. and I used to have on a uniform in certain countries or certain days. I used to go off the ship in my street clothes, my personal clothes, and then I used to go off the ship in the Navy uniform. In the Navy uniform, it would blow women away. I would get crazy responses. So that's when I learned, man, the concept, if you pose in the right clothes, you get chose. It works. Hands down. I mean, like, and maybe you can, maybe it's been your response, your experience too, doing this or whatever, But it works, man. So that's like one of the first lessons that I learned. And the next thing I would say, man, is just smile more, man. Just smile. That's it, man. A lot of people walk around, they're frowning. Things aren't going the way they would like. Their life didn't shape out the way they would like. But if you walk around frowning, that ain't going to help anyway. That's just going to make it worse. I mean, everyone has their own problem. So one thing I've learned, man, if you smile, that usually puts the guards down, put the women's guard down. That puts their force field down. That because if whatever you give off, you usually get back. So if you smile, she'll smile. That's how it usually happens. And that puts her guard down. She be like, oh, okay, he can't be that bad. He's smiling. And the next thing I would say is, and I still do this to this day, if you're around a woman, say if you're talking to a woman, or maybe you know this woman, or maybe y'all could be in a relationship, and if you start a conversation with another woman while she's right there by your side, that does something to a woman. That makes you attractive, because the woman that's standing beside you is going to say, this guy is so comfortable in his own skin that he can start a conversation with me right beside him, and he doesn't even get nervous a tad bit. I still do that to this day. I'm around women all the time, and I've been with the same woman for like 10 years now, and it doesn't happen a lot, but when we're out and about, some random woman will say, hi, hello, how you doing, or whatever, and then we'll engage in a little conversation, and she's right beside me, and that does something to her. That makes her feel like she has to be on top of her game. Because you got to think about it, women are very competitive amongst each other anyway. So if she sees me having conversations with other women in front of her, in a friendly fashion, by the way, in her mind, I guess she's thinking that, hey, I can still catch. I still got it, baby. So in her mind, hey, she got to stay on top of her game. It sounds strange. This is how a lot of women think. They think like this. So, it's just it's just a funny dynamic that play out amongst women, especially in Western culture or Western society, or any place where Western culture is that's there, or maybe they've been colonized, or something like that. So these are just a few things that I can say that'll instantly make you look better, when you're around a woman or something like that. And then the last thing I would say, if you can make a woman laugh, that that can go somewhere. That can that can go as far as you want it to go if you can make a woman laugh. If you can engage with a woman and make her laugh, you can almost take that anywhere you want. Especially if you just met her like 60 seconds ago, 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and you get her laughing, like instantly laughing, she'll be like, "Oh, you so crazy." That can go somewhere fast, really, you know. So that's the last thing I was saying. I'm gonna end this video. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the little bell below, and you probably want to check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com, where I talk about more stuff over there in great details on my blog. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.